Hello to everyone who's watching this. I just wanted to make a video about my morning smoothie that I make. You probably know that I'm like kind of a health freak, so maybe you can find some interest in this and try it out. So let's see. First I start off with, in a regular blender, nothing really that special. I start with about 2.5 cups of water, and that makes a lot of smoothie after you put everything in it, because there's a lot of water in the things that I'm putting in, so it kind of makes a lot. But I personally like to drink a lot in the morning with because it keeps me full, and you know, it's a nice way to start off the day. So basically the first thing I do is I take a banana. It's organic, and you can really actually see the difference if you get an organic banana. It's like, oh, don't mind my dog. The banana's kind of it's like yellowish instead of so white, you know? It's pretty cool. So I just kind of put that in. We'll do the produce part first. Okay, so we got that in. And this is good compost, so make a compost bucket and put it in your garden if you ever choose to make one. Okay, so the second thing I put in, and this is a new thing, I put fresh sage, organic. It smells so good. I love this. Okay, so this is great for a sluggish digestion, so it'll kind of get you moving. It doesn't have really like a laxative effect, but it just keeps, you know, everything kind of on an even keel and moving through your system. And it doesn't give the smoothie like a really herbaceous taste, so it's pretty mild. So I put that in, and I put the stems in too, because there's no problem with that. Alright, and let's see, the third thing, avocado. I put half in, and I actually began to include the avocado seed, which can, see this one, you'll notice in organic, the seed is small, so it's not that big of a challenge to get it out. So I put half in, so I'll just show you. And with this, with cutting the seed, I kind of whack it a little hard so I can get it, and then just push it down and break it in half. Just try to, because it's slimy, you know. And if you can't, just try to get the edge of your knife and kind of get small pieces. And once you get into the meat of it, it's easier. Just be careful. This might take a second. Yeah, it's white inside. It's kind of bitter, but it has great antioxidant support, fiber, definitely. And excuse my knife skills, I'm not like, not great. I'm like scared to do this. Ah, there you go. You got a good grip on it. Got it in half. And then you just put the flat part down. And then it's really easy to chop up. See, it's kind of, this is the outside, or this is the inside rather. It's white and meaty. A little crunchy, bitter, really bitter. It even leaves like a little film in the mouth. It's interesting, but this doesn't come through in the thing. But just make sure to chop it small, because sometimes I find that there are chunks of it in my smoothie and it blocks the straw, and it's, you know, frustrating or whatever. So let's get this chopped up quick. And there's like a skin that comes off. Don't worry about it. Put it in. Good fiber. Alright. Sorry about the delay for this. Let me just get this chopped up. Alright, good. Okay. And then, obviously, you know, the avocado, you can just spoon it out. This I love. This makes it nice and creamy, because as you can see, I put water in here. There's no like sort of dairy or milk or anything to make it like kind of thick like yogurt. This is what'll do it for you. This is nature's thickener, and I love it. Okay. Alright, so, oh yes, one more thing. This, I like to put, like, frozen spinach in, because it kind of keeps it cold, but I have this, it's just this organic broccoli leaf, I like to put this in soups. It's bitter, but it's honestly an awesome source of fiber. Amazing vitamin C, folate, everything. It's just amazing. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in. This, I try to be, I don't know, I kind of get over the whole, like, things tasting bad. Like, once you start eating healthy and it's just a thing, like, nothing is going to taste like a freaking Big Mac. So it's like, you kind of get used to it. And it becomes delicious, you know? So put that in. Probably about like 2 handfuls. And then we get to the non-produce. So here I have, these are cocoa nibs. You've probably heard of them. Let's see, I'll show you what they look like. They just look like this. They smell like chocolate. They don't taste like a Snickers bar. They're not, there's no sweetness in them. But they're a good source of fiber, and magnesium is amazing in here. So I just throw, just a palmful in. Look, we got a stick in there. I don't know what that is, but we'll put that in. Okay, and now we'll get to the supplemental type stuff. So the first thing I have here is what I use is this. It's called Vibrant Health Green Vibrance. And I've been using this for a while, and I used to just put it in water. It's really not, like, pleasant. It has, like, a little sediment that falls down, but it's really just kind of this green-type supplemental kind of thing, and it has, oatgrass, barley, spirulina, kale, like, all these kind of things, and it's not in amounts that will kind of, like, let your body will flush out. It's small amounts, because this is not really meant to be kind of, like, replacement of food. This is kind of just like an additive to help you get that mineral content and vitamin content that you need. And I love it because it's all plant-based, has probiotics, a really extensive list. And that's another thing. When you get probiotics, which are amazing for immune system, digestive health, look at the back, because sometimes you'll see that there is there's like one type of strain or 2 types of strain. And I honestly have the only time, I got this one that works well, because it works in the large intestine, and I gotta get the name of it, and if anyone's interested, I'll post it. And that really works well for, like, constipation issues and stuff, but a lot of, like, kind of, like, the other over-counter ones, popular ones you see on TV, they don't have, like, a really extensive list of probiotics, and honestly, for me, there was not really an effect, but each probiotic has, I'm pretty sure, has kind of, like, a different job in your stomach. But this, you can see, is all right here. This is the probiotic list, so that's good. One, if you wanted to go to the store, you can get, I think it's called, I don't know, it's like Ultimate Probiotic or something, but it has a really nice list, and it has worked well for me. So anyway, I'm just going to put, it's a small scooper, just one in. I don't really measure too crazy, so I just put one of those in. And then we get to the protein part, because protein is important. Now, I've given up for digestive reasons meat protein, and whey and dairy and stuff. I don't know. With my research, my personal research, I've found that it makes me kind of acidic and constipated, and I don't like that. So what I do now is I have here, this is organic rice protein and organic pea protein. Now, these alone, they're not really great sources of protein. It says here this has 12 grams, but, and the thing about protein is that where it's coming from, it's important. So, proteins break down to amino acids, and even us, we have in our muscle amino acids that we have a certain profile as humans. Now, the protein that we best take on is that of the amino acid profile is most similar to us. So, for non-vegetarian, a lot that is whey, and also eggs are amazing for that. But other than that, if you're a vegan or vegetarian and you need to get that nice amino acid profile, rice and beans are where it's at. They create an amino acid profile together that is very similar to human tissue, and your body will recognize that and suck that up. So here, these are, I get these off Amazon, honestly not expensive, but always just make sure it's organic, because you want to make, these things just to be safe. I'm actually in the process of doing, like, a little research on organic because I was just talking to someone. They said there were certain levels of organic, so I found that interesting. And I'm going to check that out. So I put 2 of each. That's the serving size. And this has 15. This has 12. So let's say altogether I'll probably take in at least, I don't know, whatever. Do the math. I'm not really into that these days. Alright. I'd say I'd taken about maybe 25 or 23 to 25. So 2 of each. And these are pretty small scoopers compared to some other proteins I've had. And let's see. That is basically it. I don't know how to pause the video to blend this, and I don't want it to be like screaming in your ear. So I'm going to end here. And this varies for me every day. So if you're going to start doing smoothies, just explore things, you know what I mean? Explore tastes and what you feel is good, and don't be afraid to put something weird in there. You know, I've put some, you know, sometimes I throw nuts in there and different kind of things. Sunflower seeds are good if you're deciding to have a vegetarian diet, because they have a nice source of B vitamins that we need when we don't eat meat. So I hope that this gave you some ideas and maybe inspired you a little bit, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.